Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more BattleTech. Well, as you can see, we've got a handful of contracts here, and it's not exactly particularly difficult work. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to zip our way through a few of these and make the most of this opportunity. I'm pretty sure we have about 4 missions that we can go ahead and pick up, so that's what we're going to do. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and work for the planetary government and upset the Taurian Concordate. We're already particularly hated by these guys, so I'm not really concerned by making our situation worse with them. So let's go ahead and focus in on the money. Yeah, there we go. We're going to go ahead and seize their payroll. I'm not expecting much in the way of resistance, so this should be a little bit of fun. Let's go ahead and, let's see, the Phoenix Hawk, the Griffin. We'll keep the Archer just so we have some ability to target lots of enemies. And then, let's see, what else has some decent speed? We could bring in the Assassin. You know what, let's bring the Hatchet Man. That'll do. And we'll throw... Hang on a second. Do we want Archangel? I think, yeah, we'll bring our Archangel on the... Oh, you know, put him on the Griffin. There we go. That'll work quite nicely. Let's go ahead and deploy to the lowlands and see what kind of trouble we can cause. Okay, so our objective is to seize the payroll and escape. We've located the secure facility where the Taurian Concordate stores its payroll before distributing it to its local forces. We believe we could put that payroll to better use. We'd like to hire you to hit the facility and steal the payroll. It will be well defended, and there's a bonus if you eliminate all the defenders. Well, Oliveri says, personally, I'm not above simple robbery to pay the bills, Commander. Well, let's be honest, they probably don't want to admit that they can't even secure their own money. Alright, well, I'm getting updated intel from our employer. They believe the base is going to be even more heavily defended than we thought. We need to move up, get a look at the base so I can see what kind of firepower we're facing. Once we've grabbed the payroll, the weapon will extract us at this LZ. Good hunting, Commander. Oliveria out.
Lovely landscape here. Simply lovely.
Alright, well, I'm not expecting too much here, so we're just going to go ahead and sprint on up.
Confirmed.
Our Griffin should give us some pretty good eyes on the target, thanks to the rangefinder, and so will the Phoenix Hawk. So, yeah, we're very much in the clear for the next little bit. Let's bring the Archer. Oh, you know, let's put you in cover.
Moving to
There's no reason not to, and it looks like we have sensor trace, but it must be... Oh, here we go. A 30-ton mech right off onto the side.
Affirmative.
Alright, well then, if that is the case, let's bring you as far up as possible. The Phoenix Hawk, I'm honestly not too bothered. Let's just move up and see what's over by the target, and we'll make do with what we find. Alright, so that looks like a javelin. Yep. I guess we technically got shot at. I don't know if anything hit. And, okay, they're actually going for a decent flank right here, but I don't think it's going to change too much. Let's see.
It will be done.
You know what? I think we just go ahead and we'll move up our Griffin, and we're just going to annihilate what sits in front of us. Yeah, let's go ahead and make it no more. In fact... You know, let's just make sure that it is removed. There we go. That'll make our life easier. Alright. Javelin down.
Hope we can salvage that.
Alright. So, question.
How's it going?
Is there anybody else? There is an Archer which we can see. Our Hatchet Man could possibly get close enough.
What's the plan? Our
Phoenix Hawk, oh, here we go. We can get some eyes on, and I think we'll take it. Oh, it's a Jenna. Okay, well, you know what? That's fine. We'll go ahead and
as you wish.
Put some damage on that thing. These things are very poorly maintained. It looks like, what's this? 25% of their regular... No, half armor. Well,
Commander,
that's not going to change too much for us. Let's move on up. I think we can just go ahead and fire a full salvo here. That was enough, even with our low percentages. Okay, so exiting combat already is delightful. Let's get our archer up.
Coordinates received.
We'll bring our hatchet man,
Location
you
confirmed.
here, and our Phoenix Hawk
As
to
you wish.
position. Let's see if there's any reinforcements. So hold this location until our people can grab the payroll crates.
We have the asset.
And the area's been cleared. Well, that was particularly quick. There could have been some reinforcements, but I guess that's not the case. And, well, I'm glad we focused in on money and didn't take any salvage, because that would have been abysmal. We did get an extra 10% to bring us up to 200,000. Only 2 kills, nothing that crazy. Let's see. Nope, 2 medium lasers and a ton of SRM ammo. Not exactly anything groundbreaking, but, you know, considering what was on offer, there wasn't that much to be given. Alright, well then, I guess we'll go ahead and we'll pick up another contract, and we will see how that goes. I think... Actually, no, we'll have to quickly double check past the barracks. I know that Cosmo is still working on a couple of promotions, but I should quickly check and see if how close we are to know whether we need to take the upgrade or not. So let's just quickly double check that. Where are you, my friend? Here you go. 6,470. We can go for more, and I suppose we may as well. That'll boost up our overheat threshold. Looks like we picked the perfect time there, so it's now going to be, what, 8,000 XP? Alright, that's going to take us a while, so I guess we don't need to come back for a bit. Alright, so on to the next mission. Let us have a look. Boost up our reputation with the pirates. Why not? We'll take 200,000. It's only a half skull. This is going to be particularly easy. In fact, let's just run with the same crew over again. I think that will work out relatively well. So I guess we'll quickly check in and see how that goes for us. Since, again, we took no damage in that last one. Alright, so for this one, we are going to plunder the local government warehouse complex. Apparently, the planetary government controls a network of transports and warehouses in the independent system, moving mostly mundane merchandise, but also a very few highly valuable goods. Our clandestine research efforts have acquired the latest shipping manifests and identified an opportunity for a swift, profitable strike at a key shipping hub. If timed properly, your mechs can attack quickly and pave the way for a pirate extraction team to empty the warehouse of its contents. Alright then, well, let's see about helping out and making some money. We're here to capture the local government. Pardon me, sorry. We're here to capture the local government warehouse complex. Let's get our forces to a position where we can observe and get an eye on the facility, eliminate opposition, and take control of the territory. Alright, well, let's go ahead and... Oh, you know what? We'll follow the road.
Consider me there.
That will be handy for us. In fact, we should be able to make it most of the way. The hatchet man will put there. Our griffin
I'm walking
should
here.
be okay, and our Phoenix Hawk.
Yes, Commander.
If there's anything to see, we will see it.
I got something.
Oh, and it looks like they have a turret. Okay, so we get a bonus if we destroy the turrets. That I am cool with.
Waiting for orders.
Our hatchet man, let's see, can we get eyes on?
Yes,
Not
Commander.
really. Let's maybe move our griffin. Yeah, alright, we'll go ahead and we'll take that. Oh, alright, you should have a good view of the warehouse complex now. Be careful of additional forces. Reports they have additional units in the area that are rallying back at the base. Expect contact. And a word of warning, may have gun emplacements. Well, we've already found them, so a little late on that one. Alright, so what do we see here? Light LRM turret? Sure, we'll go ahead and put some fire damage on that. Not quite enough to destroy it, but it's not exactly concerning me.
Let's do this.
Let's bring...
Ready for orders.
Let's see. Let's bring our hatchet man as far down as possible. That's not going to do too much this turn.
Good to go.
As for our Phoenix Hawk, let us see. We can get eyes on over there. Could we go ahead and sprint? You know what? I think that'll be our best plan. Yeah, okay, so that gives us eyes on an extra turret. We only need 100 damage, which is easy enough, and I feel like I saw a little blip back here, although maybe it was this. Yeah, look, either way, I'm not concerned. It's only a couple of LRMs.
Yes, boss.
We will be well and truly safe from whatever
On
they're
my
throwing at
way.
us. So, let's have a look. You've got 27 points of damage there. Let's see, we can do 25. We are ever so slightly short. Alright, well, it just is what it is. I think we'll go ahead and we'll leave the one at the back. We'll go ahead and we'll split our damage between these two. That'll be the LRM 20, that'll be the LRM 15, and you know what? Let's send the LRM 5 back there. That'll be more than enough to get
On
started.
it.
Alright, so that is an easy... Oh! I guess we missed with one of the missiles and it was just one too many that didn't make it. Oh, well, sorry, one too few. Whoops. Alright, well, you know what?
Come, let's do this.
It looks like we're out of range anyway, so it's not going to
Yes,
do
Commander.
that much. Let's go ahead and move up our archer. Go ahead and we'll split our attacks once more. Yeah, we'll go ahead and send the LRM 20 back there. And that'll be more than we need.
Confirmed.
Not to mention we have very, very minimal heat thanks to the tundra biome. Alright, so there is one more turret in the back there, just behind that
One less
building.
turret.
We can tell by the mount, we just haven't seen the space for it, but that's okay. We'll move the archer up.
Copy that.
We'll go ahead and we'll sprint. Oh, actually, never mind. We'll use our jump jets for the hatchet man. We do see what's up there. The Griffin can get eyes on.
I'm going.
And our Phoenix Hawk, let us prepare for some enemies to pop up.
Have no doubt it will be done.
Alright, so, combat should have
Heads
started.
up, Commander. You've got hostile contacts inbound.
Alright, enemy leopard inbound. That's a-okay. Only 2 mechs is not that much for us to be concerned about. They have a 25 and a 35 ton mech.
Waiting for orders.
I could
Yes,
not
Commander.
care any less. Let's use our jump jets and we'll fire off our SRMs
I
and
copy.
our pulse laser. That should be more than enough for the kill.
Copy that.
So that's that.
One less turret.
Now let's see, what else
Standing
have we
by.
got? Our Griffin can get eyes on, so let's go ahead and locate both our targets.
Rolling.
We can only fire a single shot at either one, so... Alright, I guess we'll go ahead and cut down their evasion.
One for you and one for you.
Make it just a little bit easier for some of our LRMs to do some damage.
That's a miss.
Alright, and who else
Receiving
have we
you.
got? Oh, we have our Phoenix Hawk, don't we? Okay, well, you know what then? If that's the case, let's go ahead and move on up. We will... Oh, you know what? We'll use our jump jets. Let's be smart about this. Yeah, let's jump on
Lifting
up,
off.
and we will... Part of me wants to try and save the as much Panther as possible, because we do want some salvage here. Let's go for the... Oh, wait a second. Let's go for the headshot on the Panther. If we get it, that's nice. If not, oh well.
Understand.
It's not a great chance of anything happening, but you never
How's
know.
it going?
We'll bring our archer across. We'll get that
Moving
to
to
the
position.
capture point, and we will go ahead and destroy the commando. Yeah, let's just go ahead and destroy this thing. In fact, yeah, let's just go precision strike and make sure that it doesn't do anything. Alright,
Have everything you've got.
and pop goes the
Mech,
weasel.
Destroy.
That is not going to be too dangerous to us. Alright, the Panther's taking a point-blank PPC shot. Very bold maneuver, I would say. And now,
Good to
thanks to
go.
that, let's take our Phoenix Hawk. We'll do a quick... Oh, actually, we don't even need... Oh, we don't need to move, but we'll go for a quick jump jet. Just that way we get the damage boost.
Here we go.
And then we'll go from here and go for another precision strike. We'll aim for the head. If we don't, oh well.
Confirm.
Oh, it looks like that could be a kill. There we go. Dropship inbound.
Target eliminated.
Let's go ahead and occupy the warehouse, and that will be all we need. So let's take the... Well, I guess whatever mech is ready to move next. Let's get that hatchet man involved.
Roger that.
And that will be good. Alright, under our control yet again. That'll do. Sit tight.
Mission successful.
Okay, so again, very minimal damage. In fact, I would be questioning whether we took any damage at all for a second mission. Not that we're expecting too much out of these really low-level contracts, but again, every little bit does help, and every little bit does give us some XP, and that was our final part of the Panther. That is fantastic. We rolled the dice and we got what we needed, so that is, I think that's the final of the light mechs that we needed to get a hold of. So that I am very much okay with. We'll go ahead and we'll throw that into storage, because I'm not really thinking we're going to need a Panther all that much. And I suppose we might be able to even get a couple more missions finished. This has been a very quick turnover of contracts, which I am okay with. So let's go ahead and, as I said, put that in storage, and let's pick up our next contract to see if we can finish up here. So what have we got here? Against the Taurian Concordat? Fantastic. An assassination mission, 1 skull. Let's go for it. And realistically, do we need to change? Probably not, so let's deploy.
MechWarriors, prepare for combat.
Okay, so for mission number 3, we need to go ahead and destroy the propagandist and escape. So insurrection, interception. For months we've had trouble with people here in Independence being riled up by talk of insurrection, rebellion, independence. Based on top local government and analysts' reports, we believe that there's a Turian propagandist in the area stirring up discontent. We've set up a security net to capture her, but we can't cover every possible exit from our net and could use an extra lance of mechs. If she tries to slip through your assigned territory, turn her unit to slag. Well, I've negotiated a major bump if we do end up finding the propagandist and eliminating her, as well as danger pay bonus if she has any escorts and we eliminate them as well. Good man, Oliveria. Let's make some money. Commander, this is the region we've been asked to patrol as part of the NAT. Our employers need us to keep an eye out for the propaganda agent, and this is one of the possible escape routes she might take. That looks like a hunchback. If she is in this region, we need to find her and take her out. Then we can evac.
This reminds me of my childhood, back on the farm.
Alright, so we have supporting enemy forces all the way over here, and our main target over there. So, given that they're not really that close to each other, let's go ahead and capture our main paycheck first and foremost.
Location confirmed.
And then we'll see what we can do.
Be there in a jiff.
Alright, can we get eyes on? Not quite, but we are very, very close. Let's get the archer moving.
Roger.
Oh, and we have contact. Okay, so they're still up on the hill. Let's get the hatchet man just
I
behind.
copy.
And our griffin can indeed get eyes on.
Onward.
Okay, so yes it was. It is a hunchback 4P. Alright, well then, let's get our Phoenix Hawk nice and close.
Consider it done.
And I think we might be able to cause more than a little bit of grief to our quarry. Alright, so first things first.
I'm your spaniel.
What do we target with? You know
How
what?
might I help?
I think we go with the Phoenix Hawk. Let's go ahead and we're going to jump on up. We're going to shoot with every weapon that we have. We'll take a precision strike and we will see if we can take the pilot out and keep some of that salvage alive. But if not, that's a-okay. We will just fire until it stops.
Target damaged. Concentrate your fire and bring it down.
Alright, so what do we see? Nope, nothing from them. So let's go ahead, and it looks like we did a lot of damage to the left torso.
Waiting for orders.
It has no movement penalties of any sort, so let's get our archer into position, and we'll see. Can we? Oh, we can just get our SRMs online. You know what? That is phenomenal. Anywhere that's not obfuscated, we can, but it would then mean we can't bring those SRMs in. So you know what? That's perfectly acceptable.
Heading out.
Let's march on up, and thanks to our TTS, our accuracy isn't even that bad at the long range. So, open fire.
Firing. Solid connection on that one.
Alright, so that did pretty good there. Oh, you know what we should have done? That is my bad. We should have used our Griffin here. If we could have got into position and shot at him, yeah, we could have landed that Narc beacon, which would have been phenomenal. That would have boosted up all of that damage, would have more or less guaranteed that it was no more. But oh well, alas and alack, I guess we'll just have to reduce it to slag.
Target acquired.
Alright, well,
Take that.
luckily for it, it has a lot of damage reduction, otherwise it would be absolutely cooked by now. So you know what? Yeah, I guess we're gonna just fire off some SMGs, sorry, not SMGs, SRMs and our pulse. I don't think there's gonna be much else we can do.
Acknowledged.
For all we know, this could actually be enough to take it out. It's only needing, what, 49 points? Yeah, we're definitely going to cause it a heap of damage.
Affirmative.
Alright, but it stays together, so
Solid connection on that one.
that's a lot of weapons that are still online. Luckily for us, we have a decent chunk of evasiveness.
Our target is making a break for it.
Oh, okay. You know what? That's fair. He's trying to run away. That I can definitely understand. Where on earth is he trying to get to, though? Oh dear. Denial zone? We've got some, a pretty solid defensive line right there. He is not long for this world. Alright, so let's bring... Where
What's
is...
the plan?
There's Cheese Goblin. Let's go ahead and let's jump our jets over to here. We'll get the damage boost. Let's see about destroying it.
Unleashing hell.
That was one hit to the head and enough to the torso. Alright, target eliminated. We can clean up any remaining hostiles or head for the evac zone. Well, that is perfectly acceptable to me. Let's find where the supporting lance is coming from. Up on the hill. Alright, let's quickly reroute and see what we can get to. So let's bring the archer into cover.
Confirmed.
That does in fact work out rather well. They have a Jenner and a 30-ton mech.
Waiting for orders.
Our hatchet man will go ahead and swing... Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, let's go this way. We've almost made it to the edge of the forest there.
Got it.
That'll give us some extra cover, just in case we need it.
I'm ready.
And our Griffin will head... Yeah, we'll head up over there.
On my way. Double time.
Alright, and it looks like they have a Javelin as well. So a Javelin, a Jenner, and something else. We'll see what that is.
Let's go.
Alright, so far so good. We did technically get hit by an LRM. But it doesn't look like it's going to be too much more. Alright, so there's their Jenner, there's their Javelin. Let's move.
Good to go. Orders?
Let's get our Griffin up over here. I think what we'll do is we'll try... It looks like we're going to do the most amount of damage up over there.
On my way.
Oh, and it's a vehicle back there. Okay, well that's fine. We'll go ahead and multi-target. This is our primary target, I think. And then let's send maybe an ER medium laser over there, since that's the best likelihood of doing some level of damage.
One for you and one for you.
Alright, so Javelin is in major danger. The Jenner is still in as many pieces as it was when it came on in.
Sensor showing, I don't know, Something.
Okay, and it looks like they've got some more vehicles, but that's a-okay if you ask
Yes,
me.
Commander.
Let's get the hatchet man. What do we do? Maybe jump jets? Yeah, that's not a bad plan. Let's move it up over here.
Lifting off.
We'll fire SRMs at the javelin. Yeah, that thing's practically toast. So we'll send SRMs here, the pulse over there, and that should be pretty
I
good.
copy.
Alright, so extra damage has paid off immensely. And we're slowly burning through that thing's evasiveness. We'll get there though.
That's a miss.
Alright, so what's next?
Standing by.
There's the Archer and the Phoenix Hawk. Let's see. I guess... no, we can't even get within range. Let's just go ahead and sprint. Sprinting is probably the best plan. Yeah, there we go. We'll go ahead and move on up. Alright, so with that in mind, let's bring our Archer up. And I think we'll just go ahead and start targeting the Jenna. Again, it's not like anything really matters too much here because we have no salvage rights, so we may as well just destroy. Hey, let's aim for center of mass and boost up those numbers a little. Alright, and that worked out pretty nicely.
Reporting. Critical hit.
I was honestly expecting that we might have, yeah, maxed out our resolve on the next turn, so it's really better to make sure that we're using some of it and can get the most out of our shots. Alright,
Yes,
so what have we got here?
What's up, boss?
Well, our hatchet man can get almighty close. I feel like that is exactly what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and shuffle on up.
Coordinates received.
What do we see back there? A Scorpion Mark II with a UAC-5? Wow. That would be very nice for us to take home, but unfortunately I don't think that's going to be the case. Let's go for the center of mass and destroy this thing so it does not get a chance to fire. Yeah, this will be fine. Oh, wait a second. Do we need the cold shot? Possibly not, but you know what?
Full complement on enemy.
Oh, yeah.
We're just making sure that we get home nice and quickly. So let's not waste any time. Looks like that Scorpion is indeed sending shots to our hatchet man. I guess that's the first scuff to our armor for a few missions, so that should be okay. We do need to be careful of that right torso though.
Receiving you.
We don't want to take any unnecessary
Will be
damage.
done.
But we'll go ahead and jump. Oh, hello. What have we got? Yeah, let's get eyes on. Looks like there is an LRM-10 on that Narc, on the Striker Narc. Yeah, we definitely want to make sure that that thing goes down. This thing... Oh, you know what? Yeah, you know what? We're going to split our targets. We're going to send the ER medium lasers there and the SRMs here. The SRMs should be
Firing on
enough.
multiple enemies.
If not, we've got some LRMs to follow on up and make sure that our hatchet man does not take any excess damage. There we go.
You shouldn't have come here.
Alright then, and that just means full salvo from our Archer is
Roger
going
that.
to be more than enough to get rid of that Striker Narc. Let's go.
Engaging target.
Right, vehicle destroyed.
Reporting one.
Oh, all targets eliminated. Sit tight and I can collect you from where
Mission
you're at.
successful.
That is what we wanted to see. Very, very nice. Now comes the only question of what salvage will the game give us. If we're really, really lucky, we might be able to roll the the UAC 5, but if not, oh well. Okay, so an extra 25% for the supporting enemy forces and the propagandists for an extra 20%. That takes us up to over 500,000 C-bills, which I'm a-okay with. Everyone gets a kill, which is excellent. All of our mechs are in good condition, and we did not find ourselves a UAC-5. Not even any salvage from the mechs. Well, you know what? For 500,000, I think that's... I think we can not be too sad about things. Alright, so you know what? Given the fact that we've been able to absolutely blitz through all of these contracts, I think we're going to go ahead and collect one more. I see no reason why we should not capitalize and keep on moving. So, as soon as the game is ready, we'll go ahead and we will check on in for our next contract. Alright, well, there we are. Nice and on time. Let's go ahead and see. This is against the Taurian Concordat. Is there anything else after this? No, I don't think so. We'll just happily take this. And then what about these? Manthraka? I can't remember if we've already visited there or whether that's the next one in the list, but we'll figure that out sooner than later. Let's go ahead and locate some lost supplies. We're going for money. This is an ambush convoy. Let's go and make it happen. Do we want to keep the hatchet man? I'm not sure if it's really necessary. We're not getting a huge amount of melee out of this thing. I think we go ahead and we drop this for now. Let's bring maybe... What do we want? You know what? Maybe we bring along a crab. Yeah, you know, let's go ahead and bring a crab. We haven't brought one of those out for a bit. Let's go ahead and deploy. Actually, you know what? Maybe it was only a few episodes ago, but yeah, we haven't had a huge amount of a chance to test it out, so we will see how it goes in just another minute. Okay, and so for these objectives, we have to go ahead and destroy the Taurian shipment and escape, and there's a bonus if we take care of its protections. We've become aware of a convoy transporting supplies to a Taurian facility. We'd like those supplies to become lost, if you take my meaning. We will provide the coordinates to locate the shipment and handle any cleanup after the convoy goes astray. And as Oliveria points out, I'm not sure why the local pirate organization is being so circumspect, but they don't pay us to ask questions. There's a bonus in it for us if we eliminate any witnesses, which I suppose is reason enough to do it. At the end of the day, we need money. So, Commander, we have reached the coordinates we were provided. Move into position to intercept the shipment. Once the shipment is destroyed, head to the evac zone. Oliveria out.
Oh, now I could get used to a place like this.
Roger.
Alright, so let's go ahead and put the pedal to the metal and see if we can find what we're after. It shouldn't take us very long. There's the denial zone. I'm guessing that means they're coming in from right to left, but that's a-okay if you ask me.
Our target is within sensor range.
Aha, yep, indeed they are off over there. That's perfectly acceptable. Let's get our crab to cut through the, cut the angle. Let's bring our griffin up as well, just to be safe, and our phoenix hawk into cover.
Certainly.
Let's get an eye on what we're dealing with. Alright, so, first enemies of the day. That is another Jenna. Alright then, that's easy enough for us to deal with. Nice and minimal armor. A Locust with some LRMs. I'm not too concerned about that either. And then... Well, what do we want to use? I'm thinking... the crab might be our best choice, although... Oh, hello. You know what? Maybe we use our jump jets and we get eyes on everything. That could be rather handy. 10-ton vehicles? That's not going to be a concern of mine. Alright, so a wheeled APC with some machine guns, some more machine guns, and you know what, I don't really care about the rest. Let's just go ahead and put shots on the Jenna. We're just going to go ahead and shoot to destroy.
Got it.
And that will do.
Target eliminated.
Alright, and let's see what moves on up. Looks like the APC is nice and close for some destruction. Oh no, some machine gun fire. Oh dear, however will we survive? Alright, well, what about stopping another salvo? Let's go ahead and move on up. We can go... Well, actually, hang on a second. SRMs would probably be enough to take that thing out. So that'd be that. 1, 2, 3 enemies all in one. You know what?
Roger that.
Let's go ahead and open fire. So, LRM-20s will send the 15 and 5 as well as our SRMs over there. Let's see what damage we can cause.
Primary target is damaged, Commander. Keep it up. Primary target is taking damage.
Alright, so that's the first. That should also be the second. And now what about the third? Is that enough from our SRMs? Yes, it is. Alright.
One more for the trash heap.
Well, let's see what they do. Looks like they've got their final wheeled APC. I am very much not concerned about whatever it's going to do. Look at that. Such minimal damage.
Minimal.
It's not even
I live
close.
to serve.
Alright, well then, if that is the case,
Reporting.
shall we go ahead and bring up our Phoenix Hawk? We can probably take this out. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, so let's have a look. We've got the Striker Narc. Yep, we can destroy that. This thing... You know, let's just make sure that this thing goes down. We'll send... Okay, you know what? That's less armored than I thought. We'll go ahead and split the... That should be enough. Alright, let's see how that goes.
Confirmed.
Okay, you know what? He gets to survive because we missed a shot. That's not that bad. And then, yeah, look at that.
Commander. I'll meet you at the LZ.
That is already the majority of the trouble all dealt with. Oh, and they have a Scorpion Mark II. Huh. Okay, well, he didn't even know that the fight had begun before he even... Yeah, he lost his job before he even realized it. Let's bring up our Griffin. Let's go with a... Oh, you know, we technically can get a shot there with our ER mediums. We could maybe land a shot, but that seems fairly outlandish. Maybe we just go ahead and... Let's just move on up. I'm not even concerned about the damage we could take here. Let's go for a precision shot. We're aiming at the Scorpion. I think we'll go for the front armor and see if we can salvage that UAC 5.
Locked and loaded.
It's not
Here
much,
it comes.
but it would be nice if we could get it.
I have become death.
Alright, well that's that. Let's see what the Striker unit does. Okay, we did get tagged with the Narc.
Let's
So...
get this done.
I guess that makes the Locust 1M slightly more dangerous than normal. Yep, and it didn't do much of anything. Alright, well,
Yes, boss.
so much for it having a fair chance at things. Let's go ahead and move on up. That should be fine.
Coordinates received.
Let's send LRMs to the Locust, SRMs to the Striker, and see if that'll do it. Alright, and there it goes. And the Striker Narc has just enough time to become very, very panicked. And you know what? Let's go for a little bit of a melee with the Crab. That seems good enough.
Confirmed.
Let's use our little snippers and see what we can do. There we go.
Enemy vehicle.
Well, command of the area has been cleared. Green light to land.
Mission successful.
Alright, so, yeah, we have had a very profitable day here today. No real damage, a couple of quick missions. Yeah, I don't think you could ask for a whole lot more. So, with that as our... Oh, look at that. 473,000 C-bills. And that will do nicely. Everybody got a kill. Everybody gets XP. How delightful. Let's bring... so close and yet so far. And also, no sign of that UAC 5. I wonder whether on some of these low scale missions, whether there is a less likely chance of fancier weapons making it through to the salvage list. I would be curious about that. But either way, that's not a concern for us here or there. We've got the cash to be able to purchase such things when they're in the store. So let's quickly go ahead and see what is at the store. We've got a little bit of cash. We'll need to double check when our next payment is due to all of our workers. 29 days? Alright, well then, hang on a second. Let's just check this navigation. We're heading towards Tiverton. Okay, that's our next place towards where we're aiming. Let's have a look at the store. We have 4.5 million C-bills, so yeah, we'll focus in on that. I guess technically we could purchase a Banshee, but I don't think it's really worth it to us right now. That's a lot of money. We do need a Banshee 3E and 3S. We have the 3M at the moment. We could go ahead and purchase that Highlander, but again, it's also very, very expensive, and I'm not sure if it's really in our best interests right now. I think we'll keep on building up our money, and that will be as good as it's going to be. We could keep that... Oh, wait a second. That UAC 20. Hang on a second. That's minus 3 tons in extra damage. Let's quickly check in on our Marauder, and we'll see what weapon that thing has. So this thing here, minus 3 tons extra damage. So that's 20 damage, 3 tons. Okay, 48 heat, 2 modifications. I just gotta double check that. What's the other thing there? Let's go to our ballistics. So we had that UAC... Oh, here it is, UAC 20. It's the exact same thing. Yeah, look, you know what? We should be fine. We'll just leave it as is. I'm not... We don't need it right now. We're not going to waste the money. Yeah, I think that's just going to be what it is. No other bits and pieces we want to put together, so that's just going to stay as is. The exchanger could be nice, but we've already... Ah, you know what? They are hard to find. And that is a solid amount. You know what? We'll go ahead and buy it. But I think that will be all. So let's go ahead and we'll head back to our star map. And we will go ahead and travel. Only 30,000 Seabills, 10 days of travel. That'll be fine. I'll quickly hit pause too when we fly off. And I think what I'll do is I'll check out the mech bay and see what we can upgrade. Alright, so unexpected debris. In navigation, Samar highlights a blinking red alert in the Argo's path. We've got some space junk in our way, Commander. Permission to blast it to dust with the Leopard. Debris. Dr. Maraud corrects her. I recommend that we attempt to avoid it. Otherwise, you risk sending the debris in unexpected directions. You could damage our most vital systems and bays. Samar rolls her eyes. The Argo isn't exactly an agile ship. I mean, I'm good, but she's never going to turn on a dime. We've got about 5 minutes, roughly. We need a decision, Commander. Well, you know what? The good news is we have improved power conduits, so we can force more power to the engines. Coordinating with Sumaya, Dr. Maraud manages to squeeze some extra thrust from the power conduits. The Argo lurches forward with a burst of speed, and the entire ship vibrates as if it might explode. Though the extra power lasts for only a few minutes, the drop ship evades the debris. After the Argo reaches a safe distance, Dr. Maraud reports into navigation over the comms. I'm still kinda shocked that actually worked. Stray particles caused some superficial damage, but nothing too concerning. You made the right call, Commander. Cheers echo down the halls of the Argo as the rest of the outfit return to their posts. Morale has increased by 2. Very nice. Getting very close to that cap of 50. Very much liking the look of that. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to quickly go ahead and figure out which mech that new exchanger can go in, and then I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, and we have found our candidate for the new exchanger. So at the moment, this Black Knight has a heap of heatsinks. Our Alpha Strike is 120, which is not exactly light on heat. So we're going to go ahead and we'll go from 96 heat sinking and 120 down by a very substantial margin. So for that, we're going to go ahead and drop off 4 of these heat sinks. That should be fine, and then let's go ahead and put on in that new exchanger, because that thing is a little bit weighty. Let's go... Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll drop that off there. That will be as good as it gets. Now if we check out our heat efficiency, which has greatly improved, the difference now is only 12 excess heat when we Alpha Strike, which is particularly nice. That is incredibly manageable. Oh, and I didn't realize that I had a heatsink in the leg right there. Maybe, just maybe. Hang on a second. Let's quickly revert. Oh, you know what? Hang on a second. So what I was planning on doing is... oh, wait. I dragged it into the leg? Okay, never mind. That would be why everything seemed a little bit funky to me. I thought I had pulled it off, and turns out I had not really changed that much. There we are. That'll do. I was thinking that we were going to spend more time in the mech bay than necessary, but then of course I remembered it's not going to make that big of a difference, because again, it's our only job between planets.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
Alright, so either way, we'll leave Yang to do his thing, and we'll continue on traveling. Alright, so the question is it going to be any more, eventful, or is it going to be plain sailing for the last little bit here? Well, so far so good. And that is, I'm pretty sure, a safe arrival. Okay,
Waypoint reached,
well,
Commander.
as is tradition, we will go ahead and visit the store, because that is the important thing for us to do. The local system government does make us pay a little bit extra if we want anything. Not that I can see anything worth noting, but as for the black market, what can we find? Well, there's that awesome 8T, which is something we still need. We've got, what else is there? Cyclops Z, a Highlander, a Raven, a Victor. Oh, actually, you know what? We may not have one or the other of these. Might need to double check that between videos. LBX2s, ER medium lasers, PPCs, USE 20s. Yeah, all in all, there is some alright stuff that we could potentially purchase, but unfortunately still no sign of that Jolly Gauss rifle. So who knows, maybe we'll need to save up and purchase one of those Highlanders with one and strip it from there. But either way, that is for us to deal with in the future. For now, we're going to go ahead and pick up some contracts in the next one. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.